Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Geek-Stew today, guys. Welcome back to a game review, or I'm sorry, an app review, I suppose, with Ike. Now, I understand that I probably have never really done anything other than games, but oh well. So we're going to jump right into it. As you can see up here, we are going to be talking about a game called Auralux. That is right. And honestly, this game qualifies for the senior discount. This game is an oldie but a goldie. So this one came out a while ago. I don't know if this will have the actual date. I'm guessing that 2012 date right there is probably pretty accurate, but this game came out a long time ago. I remember this game on my original iPod Touch, and I used to play this with my friends. There used to be a leaderboard setting in the game, and we all used to participate in that. But this game is amazing. It still holds up today. It is still a very, very fun game. This is one of the few games that I ever spent actual money on, and I definitely stand by it. But we're going to go through this, guys. First and foremost, if you guys like this video, give us a like and a subscribe. Follow us on social media. Links are in the description and at the end of the video. And as always, if you want to join the Geek-Stew crew, let us know on Twitter. Hit us up. We're always looking to expand our product. But let's get in today, guys. Let's look at Auralux. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and look at a couple things on here before we actually get into the game itself. So as you can see, this has a 4.5 out of 5, so that's a pretty good rating, especially for an older game. You can see the kind of information here, the developer, Wardrum Studios. They haven't done a whole lot else other than what we did now. And apparently Auralux Constellations, which is the next one for this, is actually an Apple TV eligible as well, which is pretty cool. One of the things that I really like about this app is that unlike a lot of old apps that I enjoyed, this one was optimized and continued to support the current iPhone. Compatibility works on pretty much everything, iOS 8 or later, which is actually pretty nice. So if you have an early iOS, I suppose that doesn't work either. But, there are in-app purchases, 2012, developer website there, all that good stuff. And then like I said, there's a handful of other games from Wardrum Studios there. But let's go ahead and open this game, guys. And I will turn off the audio, but that music's actually really soothing, such a great thing. So I definitely recommend the music. But yeah, so if you can see here, tutorial, you can resume the game if you had one open, and then I actually had this open on my iPad as well, so you can resume game from cloud. There is a leaderboard. It doesn't work anymore. If I click it, it's not opening, so or maybe it is. Maybe I just glitched the game. Who knows? Oh, yeah, I think I glitched the game. Let's close that real quick. So maybe don't click on the leaderboard. I do remember that it's been a long time since I've played this game, unfortunately. But the leaderboard doesn't work anymore. That's not a thing that they really do anymore. But up here is like challenges for different things that you can do, That's more of just kind of to add some additional things to the game. And then there are all of these are maps for the game itself: normal, hard, the shop there for you. Just kind of scrolling through, showing you guys a little bit of everything. But we're going to play this one, Split, and we're going to kind of look at this. Now, I'm going to show you how the game is normally played. And then if you have an open game, this will say that the current game progress will be lost if you start a new game, which is actually pretty cool. A lot of games don't even do that. So the goal of this game is to basically take over these planets using your little troops. And your troops regenerate at a certain rate based on your planet, type of planet, size of planet. And as you can see, this has that smaller planet and then 2 additional rings. That means this planet can actually grow. And if you double click the planet, it's going to send the units into the planet itself in order to upgrade the planet. And then you can see that my troops went up there and we're able to take that planet, meaning that I now have 2 planets. But as you can tell, this is a very slow game. You can squeeze in and out, you can move it around, do whatever you need to do. Typically, you can do just a 2-finger pinch type deal, but you can see it's very slow. So we're going to go back. I'm going to turn on speed mode. We'll only be talking for new games, not the game in progress. So this is the game that I purchased speed mode on because, Jesus Christ, it's so slow. And I don't know if it's because I have ADD or what, but it was very hard for me to enjoy the game at a slow pace. So you turn on speed mode, and it's like an actual game. I will tell you, also you can do that if you put your 1 finger down. You can create like a bunch to, you can create a big circumference to choose anything within the diameter to basically send to a planet. And so I'll tell you this right now, the game is definitely a lot of fun, but speed mode is almost necessary. Now I will tell you that this game, you still do have to purchase speed mode, so if you don't already have it, you would have to purchase it. And I know the game's pretty old, so I don't know who wants to pay 99 cents for that. It is only 99 cents, but it's kind of up to whether or not you want to do that, I suppose. But keep that in mind that speed mode is not included. I did have to purchase this, and I was able to, activate my purchase from years ago, which is great, of course. And as you can see, I am being attacked. I'll probably lose that planet. I'm not really playing right now to win, per se. I'm just kind of showing you guys the ropes. We're going to do one of these methods. We're going to use this guy to attack there. And as you see, I was able to upgrade my planet down there. That's a very important tool to utilize in the game itself. Keep that in mind, that you'll want to continue to upgrade your planets, because when you get bigger, it's going to create troops essentially at a much higher rate. And being able to do that is going to basically allow you to win. So it's pretty standard, pretty easy strategy game. Actually, what I was going to say previously was that the next game in the Auralux series, it's called Constellations. It actually has speed mode as a feature in the game without extra purchases. So that's actually really cool. Definitely something that the developers listen to. They actually listen to their fans, I guess you could say, because the developer had, in fact, that was something that they had never done. And so, definitely it was something that they needed to do, because, as you can tell, the slow mode, that's not what it's about, man. It's honestly, it's not that it's unplayable as slow, but it's definitely not as enjoyable, in my opinion. When you're basically going at a snail's pace. But, that's just one man's opinion. And then, like I said, the Constellations game is actually a lot of fun, too. They have a lot of different packs. They have a lot more maps or planet systems, that you can play. I will say that you do have to pay for a lot of those, which I don't really care for the pay-to-play, obviously. I think that these are, mobile games are great, and like I said, I have purchased some in this case, but this is a very unique circumstance because I really enjoyed this game. This is one of those few games that I played and I was like, wow, this is just amazing. And as you can tell, I was able to completely take over green. Now we're going to completely take over red. Red is our enemy here now. Alright, did we take over that planet? Okay, cool. And then we're going to send some troops here to kind of cut this planet off. And then, because now red's going to, because the AI is actually pretty intuitive, obviously, they're going to beef up their frontal attack there. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to attack their back planet, even if I have to sacrifice some troops in the process. And then I'm going to upgrade that, double upgrade. And then there you go. Now we're going to take over the last planet. And there you go. And this is also really cool, is that at the end of the game, you can actually see a little chart of how things worked. For instance, the plus means a sun was built, and X means the sun was destroyed. They're called suns. I guess I should remember that, but basically those are the planets. They're actually suns. So you can see the plus is the sun was built, X was the sun destroyed, and then the arrow up was the sun was upgraded. And then you can see your level of troops throughout the game. And then obviously I had the most troops throughout the entirety of the game. So, and then you just, click on the screen and it takes you back to the menu. There you go. And then the menu has the rest of these, and you can actually it's just a very interesting game, very fun, very just, in my opinion, this is one of the best games that I've ever played on an iPhone. Quite frankly, there's just so much to this game, and I mean, Auralux has 2 games too, and I wish they had more. I feel like if they were able to make a next-gen game, that'd be great as well. But as you can see here, these are the settings. Music, sound volume at the right-hand corner. That's just like the general mute button that mutes everything. There is a colorblind mode, which I think is amazing. And then there's vibration enabled, so that'll, vibrate when things are happening. And then your sound effects, there's different types: acoustic, synthetic, vocal, percussion. So it's really cool. And then credits there, of course. And then you can hit back. And then at the top here, like I said, those are your challenges, like, win a level other than tutorial, take a sun back that was once taken from you, defeat all your enemies before they can expand to more than 2 suns. So some of these are a little more difficult than others, like, for instance, which one was it here? I think it's this one. Destroy 2 enemy suns within 3 seconds of each other. That one can be kind of difficult, I suppose. But then, those achievements are just all things to kind of basically give an additional level of replayability to the game. And then if you go over here to the shop, you can see that they have additional map packs here as well. I've never bought any of these, but but you can purchase these, and then you can also purchase speed mode. I purchased speed mode for obvious reasons. So if I click on the Aurora pack, it is $1.99. So I'm not all about that, unfortunately, but hey, if you want to buy the map packs, if you like the game and you want to do that, it's only $1.99, so I suppose it could be worse. But yeah, so that's pretty straightforward, pretty awesome game, and it comes with quite a few maps to start with, and honestly, the game has a whole lot of replayability, even though it's only, 6 or 5 maps or whatever this is, because each of these are, they have easy, hard, normal, and they all have different levels of difficulty. You're timed on each of these, so if you complete it in 5 minutes, you can always try to go back in and complete it in quicker and quicker succession, try and find ways to make your game more efficient, and then of course, if you don't have speed mode, the game itself will probably take a while anyways. So that is Auralux. One of my favorite games from the old days. Super simple, super simplistic, nothing crazy. This used to run on my old iPod Touch, and honestly, this was just one of those games that I played with my friends, and my friends also were like, wow, this is a really fucking cool game, guys. And we all played it together. So, feel free to let me know in the comment section down below if you like this. Like I said, this is a free game, so all you have to do is go to your app store. I'm not sure if there's an Android app or not, but at least on iOS, you can pop in, download it for free, and then you can play the game 100%. And if you do not want to purchase speed mode and you cannot play the game as it is, you can download Auralux Constellations, which is the second game in the series, and it has speed mode already built into the game itself without purchase. So feel free to play that game if this one is too slow or you don't want to spend the 99 cents, because I do not blame you. So anyhow, I think we're going to cut it off there. If you guys enjoyed this game, let me know in the comment section down below. And if you did not enjoy the game, or if you have criticisms about the game, let me know as well. I'm always here to hear your opinions. And I would love to be able to do a video one day kind of reviewing that if anybody's interested. That being said, if you guys want to join the Geek-Stew crew, as I always mention, hit us up on Twitter. That is the best way to contact us. And we can definitely go over that with you, because we're always looking to expand our product. And that being said, I hope everyone out there is staying safe, staying happy, staying healthy, and staying awesome. We will see you in the next one. See ya.